I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Today, I'm going to share one of the many of my testimonies, which show the reality of God. I think many of you have been following me. You find that we spoke about the truthfulness of the resurrection. Is the resurrection true? And we looked at the evidence which Christ has given us. And those evidences were 4 in number. You know, the conversion of James, the brother of Jesus, who was a critic of Jesus during Jesus' ministry. The martyrdom spirit of the apostles. Those cowards, they were cowards before his death. And after his death and after Pentecost, they became spiritual lions because they had seen the Lord. And the third evidence that Jesus provided was the preaching of the good news by men who were on the run. Remember, after the persecution, during the persecution of the church by Saul, a lot of people were scattered out of Jerusalem, and these men and women went out preaching, proclaiming the good news of a dead prophet, and that alone shows that they'd actually seen the Lord. And then we have the big one, the conversion of Saul of Tarsus. Saul of Tarsus was a great persecutor of the church. He was an enemy of the church. But we see him, after meeting the Lord, becoming the greatest Christian of all time. And again, that is evident that Jesus rose. And I promised that we'll talk about my personal experience, my personal encounters that I had that shows that Jesus is alive. So today I'm going to talk about a testimony of what happened when Jesus became very real. I was invited by a group of men who were on a retreat during an Easter period. These men were from a church called Holy Trinity Ruwa, and they gave me the directions, and they said I should then follow on the last day. And the title of my speech there was on believing, you know. And so I left home, and my talk was to be around 12 midday. So I drove to Ruwa, and I got into the area with all the directions. I got completely lost. I could not tell, you know, could follow the directions because the area was sparsely populated. And at about 10 to 12, I gave up. I said, okay, let me just turn back and go back home. So I went, I did a U-turn. I did the 3.10, you know. I turned the car. When I put it into reverse, you know, I then said to myself, let me just ask the Lord where these people are. So just like what I'm saying here, I just said, God, you know, I'd prepared so well for this talk that would bring glory to your name. Where are these people? Where is this place? You know? And then I finished putting my car into my reverse gear. I looked back. I saw a man standing right there, whom I had actually not even seen. Then I said to him, okay, do you know where this place is? So I described the place. And he said, you're almost there. You're only 100 meters away. So I turned the car back, 100 meters, get on the left. I got to the place. And then when I went in, these men were singing praise and worship, praying for me, for the presenter to arrive. So that, for me, God became real. Jesus is real, you know. From there I said, you know what? I can actually talk to God. I can actually talk to Jesus and ask him. And that was a perfect example of his presence in my life. So you find that a lot of times we say, you know, does he really answer? For me, that was one of the testimonies that showed me that Jesus is real. So he is alive. Jesus is alive. I hope this testimony will help you look at your lives and see those situations when God was direct. In this case, I prayed and he answered right there. So for me, Jesus became very real. Thank you. I hope this has edified your life.